A Virginia family has its angel back after 10 years without her. Animal control officers in Portsmouth, Virginia found the Yorkie last week wandering out and about in the cold. They took Angel to the Humane Society and found the microchip, which led them to her family. The family's oldest daughter even drove down from college for that reunion. Now they're all calling this a miracle.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us on this. It's kind of a snow day for a lot of people on this Monday morning. We're just getting started with our nonstop news and weather to help you plan your day. You know the drill. Another shot of winter weather over the valley this Monday morning is slowing traffic all over the region. I got stuck in the snow on my way to work. Fargo-Moorhead and the Southern Valley are actually under a travel alert because of blowing, drifting snow, and it's worse in the west and north of us.
I actually think almost every member of the team got stuck this morning, but
Yes.
School officials up and down the valley are delaying the start of classes today, most by about 2 hours because of this bad weather. Now you can check the list of school announcements by going to valleynewslive.com. Just click on the closing and delays tab at the top of our homepage, and of course we'll run them across the bottom of your screen as well.
That list is definitely growing this morning.
By the minute, and we have team coverage of today's snow-related travel trouble. And we're starting out in a neighborhood that's probably going to look a lot like yours.
The Valley Today's Abby Furchner gives us a look at what a lot of people are about to face as they get in their car and try to get going this morning. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, it's nasty out here within these neighborhoods as the snow piles are just horrendous most of the time, especially when it comes to coming off of that side street, coming out of your neighborhood and trying to get on a main route here. So we're on 30th Avenue South and 25th Street South, and we've seen about 2 to 3 cars here really brace themselves before gunning it, trying to get up onto 25th Street South. One car even saw that, they might not be able to make it, they might get stuck, and decided to continue to drive forward because those snow mounds, they don't look too bad when you look out the window, but once you're in it, it can be rough. And so you're going to want to make sure that you have a shovel with you inside your car just in case you get stuck, and you're going to want to have that emergency kit with you because it is thick. And the snow, it is definitely the type of snow that is easy to pile up. And so that is what's on the roads, and underneath that is a layer of ice. So if your tires get stuck within those ruts, you're just going to continue to spin because your car isn't going to have any traction. So you're going to want to give yourself enough traveling time and just be careful commuting today.
Great reminders.
Abby Furchner reporting live. Stay safe out there. Thank you very much. See, that car just slid right across the screen.
As we continue our team coverage with Lisa Green, I do want to mention that we're getting a lot of reports of up in Grand Forks, city, county offices all opening late, UND starting late, so tough up there. Oh, and that's Grand Forks is the top of your list.
Here we go. Yeah, that's an area that's really had quite a bit of snow. 6.7 inches of snow that came in Grand Forks. West Fargo, we're up to 5 inches there. If you've got some snowfall measurements you've taken, or you have some time to head out to do that before you snow blow your driveway, we'd love to hear from you to get a good idea of just how much snow we saw last night. Bemidji, 4 inches of snow there, and Otter Tail, 3.5. And Grand Forks is an area that's getting snow right now still. Here in Fargo, it's pretty light. There's still a couple of flakes flying around, but that accumulating snow pretty much winding down for us in Fargo-Moorhead. You could see, at least on this interchange right here, intersection, coming off of the interstate, that there's still some snow-covered roads. There's a lot of those ridges in the road from tires that Abby's been talking about that you're going to run into as well. And here's a look at the Binford's camera from the North Dakota DOT. We've got some drifting that's been happening there. Still some snow coming down in that region, and that will continue in the northern half of the valley here for this morning, maybe even into the afternoon. Some of us stuck with this snow hanging around up north. You could see Southern Valley quieting down, relatively speaking, though there are still some areas in the south where we're getting it. Grand Forks right in the heart of it, as I mentioned, stretching back up into northwest Minnesota. You see these darker streaks of blue. That's where a heavier snow, bout of snow is going on right now. Overall, the system kind of drifting its way to the east, northeast, but you can see out west, there's still some snow just northwest of Bismarck, still associated with this system. So we can't rule out that potential for a little bit of snow even as we get closer to the afternoon hours today. So here's a look at our visibility. It's half mile in Grand Forks, less than a mile in Cooperstown. A lot of places up north where the snow is still falling. That's where it's lowest. Though Southern Valley, we're still getting blowing snow snow, bringing down our visibility as well. Wind speeds gusting into the 30s, a 36-mile-per-hour gust in Grand Forks. That's some cold air moving in, and we're below zero in eastern North Dakota, and we're just a few degrees above in most areas into the Minnesota side of the Red River. It's not as windy there either, but still cold. But if you're going to be out cleaning up, shoveling, doing some snow blowing, the wind chills are dangerous. You'll definitely want to make sure you're bundled up with wind chills down into the 30s below, and that will spread eastward for those of us in Minnesota too. Check out our temperatures today. They're just not going anywhere. We'll stay around zero, some of us below zero here. Eventually the wind does ease up, but this is going to be something that's with us through the morning and into the afternoon. So that winter storm warning still in effect until noon today. Tomorrow more snow moves in, continues into early Wednesday, some scattered snow showers with that event, and then behind that, frigid to round out the week. We're looking at temperatures that are stuck below zero. Let's check in now with Al.
Morning, Lise. Good morning, everyone. We're southbound on Interstate 29, just approaching 52nd Avenue. And we have a car in the median here, right at 52nd and Interstate 29. Looks like a wrecker. Yeah, a wrecker's there, and the North Dakota Highway Patrol is there as well. The headlights are on the vehicle, so it must have just gone into the median there. Again, it's at 52nd Avenue and I-29. Visibility definitely down this morning. I wouldn't call it ridiculously bad or anything like that, but it's definitely down in this blowing snow. The big deal is just plain these intersections and the secondary streets. The intersections are really heavy with snow in many places. The ramps are heavy with snow in many places because of the drifting and because of the snow we got. You're going to have to deal with that this morning. Otherwise, traffic on the interstate seems to be moving fairly well. Okay, we have another stalled vehicle here. I don't know if it hit the guardrail or what. It's on westbound 52nd Avenue, right on the overpass over I-29. So make sure you're looking out for that. That's a van. Flashers are on there. Bottom line is, we've had a storm. We've got a lot of snow. Streets off the beaten path are lousy. The interstate's not too bad. The ramps aren't very good, and you're just going to have to slow down and take it easy this morning. That's the bottom line. Willamette Valley Today traffic.
And be sure to check ahead if you're flying out of the valley or picking someone up at the airport today. One early morning flight out of Fargo was canceled, and one late morning flight is delayed.
Everything else at Hector International and in Grand Forks was listed as on time as of right now. Well, at 6:57, a woman is facing assault charges after an incident over the weekend that the James Valley SWAT team was called out for. Police got a call about an assault involving a weapon at a house in northwest Jamestown late Saturday night.
A 26-year-old man was taken to the hospital, although there's no word on the extent of his injuries. The SWAT team executed a search warrant early yesterday morning. 44-year-old Danielle Hall was arrested on suspicion of aggravated assault and possession of marijuana paraphernalia. Two people are facing various charges after police say they led them on a high-speed chase through Jamestown. An officer attempted to stop a Jeep Friday night, but the driver took off through residential streets. Officers set up spike strips to stop the car, but the driver got around them and kept going.
The chase ended when the vehicle got stuck in a snowdrift. 27-year-old Cody Dessy and Jessica Pox were arrested. Dessy is now facing charges of driving under suspension and fleeing. Pox is also being held for fleeing. One woman is seriously hurt and a man is in custody after a snowmobile crash that police suspect involved alcohol. Deputies say the 22-year-old driver hit a parked car on East Rush Lake, Minnesota. That's in Chisago County. It happened early yesterday morning.
His female passenger is hospitalized with what police are saying are life-threatening injuries to his head. Travis Vanelsberg of North Branch was arrested for criminal vehicular operation and DWI. It's a cold weather tradition in Underwood, Minnesota. People sit in their warm vehicles and watch cars race on the ice and snow. The races have been going on for more than 30 years and have now started for this season, now that the ice on Bass Lake is thick enough.
We've had a lot of ice-making weather lately. It has to be at least 16 inches deep. Races will be held every Sunday at 12:30 until about late March or early April, which is hopefully when that ice will be gone and it's no longer safe to drive on those lakes. Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Here's that question. When it comes to the Super Bowl, 34% of people surveyed said that this happens to them at a party.
The answer? They've fallen asleep. Hopefully not until after the halftime act, but it probably happened last night. It was a
it was a snoozer.
It was a snoozer game. You can Play along every weekday morning by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page. But if you did go to bed early and then you're just waking up, oh my goodness, a lot happened overnight.
Yeah, hopefully you got a good night's sleep because you're going to be shoveling and working hard to get to work and to school today. We've got lots of trouble out there with the snow. Yeah, there's still snow coming down in the northern half of the valley, but there's blowing snow throughout the region. So some drifting and slick roads greeting us through the morning hours this morning, and we'll be keeping you updated right here.
The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. You can continue to get the latest updates on your weather this morning on the Fargo CW.